Prepare to step into a world where reality feels like fantasy. From ancient forests towering above the clouds to deserts that glow with vibrant colors, these 10 mind-bending places across America defy the ordinary. Each destination is a living work of art, sculpted by time and nature. And they'll leave you questioning if you're still on Earth. Let's dive into these unforgettable landscapes that truly feel out of this world. Whatever you do, don't miss the final spot. It's like nothing you've ever seen. Imagine stepping into a world where time itself seems to stand still, enveloped by towering trees so massive they dwarf everything around them. This is Redwood National Park, home to some of the tallest trees on Earth. These coast redwoods, which can reach up to 380 feet, taller than a 30-story skyscraper, create a canopy so high it almost touches the clouds, filtering the sunlight into beams that feel ethereal, almost otherworldly. Walking through this forest, we're greeted by the cool, crisp air, thick with the scent of earth and pine. The forest floor is soft beneath our feet, carpeted with moss, ferns, and fallen leaves that crunch lightly underfoot. Each step feels like a journey back in time, as some of these ancient trees have been standing here for over 2,000 years, their bark telling stories of resilience, survival, and age-old wisdom. And when the fog rolls in from the Pacific, weaving through the trees, it's as if we've entered an enchanted forest. Visibility narrows, and we're suddenly surrounded by silvery mist, adding an aura of mystery to the already mesmerizing scene. It's easy to believe we've crossed into another world entirely, one where giants guard their secrets closely. Redwood National Park isn't just a destination. It's an experience that leaves us in awe, feeling small in the best way possible. Here, nature commands respect, and the world feels beautifully, impossibly surreal. Next, we find ourselves in the unique landscape of Oregon's Painted Hills. Here, rolling hills stretch before us, covered in mesmerizing layers of red, gold, black, and amber. It's as if a giant artist took a brush to the earth, painting each ridge and valley in vibrant strokes. The colors shift with the light and the seasons, revealing new hues each time we look. The hills are a geological masterpiece, their striking bands formed over millions of years as layers of volcanic ash and ancient soil settled in waves across the land. Standing here, we're looking at natural history preserved in color, a timeline of Earth itself etched across these slopes. Each shade tells a story: red for ancient tropical climates, golden yellow for a drier, more arid age, and black for periods when lush vegetation blanketed the region. As the sun dips lower, the hills seem to glow, taking on an almost neon quality that feels like stepping onto another planet. It's a surreal and humbling view, a reminder of how landscapes can surprise and astound us. Rising abruptly from the rolling plains of northeastern Wyoming, Devil's Tower commands our gaze with an almost supernatural presence. This colossal formation, standing over 1,200 feet above the Belle Fourche River, is a solitary tower of sheer, furrowed rock, its surface marked by deep, vertical grooves that stretch skyward like ancient scars. It's not just a landmark, it feels like a portal to another world. The tower's unique shape and striking appearance have made it a source of Native American legends for centuries. According to Lakota and Kiowa folklore, this was the place where giant bears clawed at the rock to reach a group of girls who sought refuge atop the tower. The grooves etched along its sides are said to be their claw marks, forever marking the stone with the story of survival and mystery. As we get closer, the magnitude of Devil's Tower becomes even more striking. The basalt columns, formed from cooled magma millions of years ago, feel almost impossibly smooth and straight, as if crafted by skilled hands. Whether we view it from a distance or stand at its base, the tower feels timeless, a monument both strange and majestic. In the quiet of the surrounding grasslands, Devil's Tower holds an undeniable energy, a reminder of ancient forces that shape the land and of stories that linger, whispered by the wind. Zion National Park is an epic tapestry of towering red rock cliffs, winding canyons, and sheer walls that seem to scrape the sky. In warmer months, its sandstone formations blaze with shades of fiery red, golden orange, and dusky pink under the desert sun. The Virgin River carves through the canyon floor, a lifeline of vibrant greens and shimmering pools amidst the arid landscape. It's a place of vast, humbling beauty that feels grand and timeless. But in winter, Zion undergoes a transformation so dramatic it feels like a mirage, a place pulled from the realm of dreams. Snowfall drapes the cliffs in delicate white, and early morning mist swirls through the canyons like breath on a frozen morning. The mist rises and wraps itself around the towering formations, creating an otherworldly aura, a place where solid ground meets the mysterious unknown. The vibrant sandstone softens to muted hues under the snow, and the silence in the canyon is profound, broken only by the occasional crack of ice forming along the river's edge. The mist thickens in some pockets, shrouding the park in a veil that hides and reveals, playing tricks with light and shadow. The red rock walls almost seem to dissolve and reappear, like shifting shapes in a land that defies the familiar. It feels like stepping through a portal. Zion's winter cloak turns this iconic landscape into something rare and surreal. A place where the natural world feels enchanted, as if crafted by forces beyond our own. In these fleeting moments, Zion transcends reality. This is not just a national park in winter. It's an enchanted world that few ever witness, a place of mystery and wonder that simply doesn't feel real. Towering over the Snake River in southern Idaho, Shoshone Falls cascades with a force and grandeur that defy imagination. Often taller than Niagara, these falls plunge 212 feet creating a thundering spectacle as the water crashes down, sending mist spiraling up in clouds that catch the sunlight, casting rainbows over the gorge. This is Shoshone Falls, a natural wonder that feels almost too magnificent to be real. As we approach, the sheer power of the falls becomes mesmerizing. Water tumbles over ancient basalt cliffs, carving out rugged rock formations that stand as silent witnesses to thousands of years of erosion and flow. In spring, when snowmelt swells the river, the falls reach their most powerful state, transforming into a roaring wall of water that seems to shake the ground itself. At sunrise or sunset, Shoshone Falls takes on a new beauty. The light softens, painting the cliffs in hues of orange and purple, while the mist catches each golden ray, bathing the falls in a magical glow. The surrounding canyon walls amplify the sound, making it feel as if we're standing at the heart of some enchanted, hidden realm. Standing on the overlook, gazing out at this tremendous cascade, we're left with a sense of awe and disbelief. Shoshone Falls isn't just a waterfall. It's a surreal vision of raw, untamed nature, an experience that feels like it belongs to a world of legend and myth. When spring arrives in Washington's Skagit Valley, the landscape explodes into a surreal, vibrant patchwork of tulip fields that stretch for miles in every direction. The Skagit Tulip Festival transforms the valley into a sea of color. Rows of reds, yellows, purples, pinks, and oranges as far as the eye can see. It's a sight so breathtaking that it feels more like stepping into a painting than a real place on Earth. As we wander through the fields, each row reveals a new burst of color, each tulip standing tall and radiant beneath the gentle spring sun. The air is filled with the light, sweet fragrance of blooms, and a soft breeze ripples through the petals, adding movement to this vibrant scene. Farmers here have cultivated tulips for decades, carefully planting bulbs that paint the valley in these dazzling colors each year, a celebration of spring that attracts visitors from around the world. Skagit Valley in bloom is a place of pure joy, a living rainbow that captures the essence of spring. It's a fleeting, magical vision that brings thousands to witness the valley's transformation, a spectacle that makes us feel like we're part of a fairy tale. In the heart of the Mojave Desert lies the Valley of Fire, a landscape so vibrant and surreal, it seems more fitting for Mars than Nevada. Here, vivid red sandstone formations rise out of the earth, shaped by wind and time into arches, towers, and narrow canyons that twist and turn like a maze. The rocks seem to ignite in the sunlight, glowing with shades of crimson, orange, and pink that create an almost hypnotic, fiery effect. It's easy to see why they call this place the Valley of Fire. As we venture deeper, the formations grow stranger and more intricate. Some rocks appear carved with swirling patterns. Others stand alone, like silent sentinels guarding secrets of a prehistoric world. One of the most astonishing sights is the fire wave, a swirling, undulating pattern of red and white rock that looks like a painted flame frozen in time. The contrast between the intense colors and the stark, arid desert around it is otherworldly, a reminder of the immense power of nature's artistry. At sunset, the Valley of Fire truly lives up to its name. The rocks glow as if lit from within, and shadows stretch across the sand, casting an eerie, magical light that makes the entire valley look ablaze. Driving through this alien landscape, it's hard to believe we're still on Earth. The Valley of Fire feels like a vision from another planet, a surreal and awe-inspiring testament to the artistry of nature over millennia. On the rocky coast of Oregon, there's a natural phenomenon so dramatic it almost seems like an illusion: Thors Well. Known as the gateway to the underworld, this giant, seemingly bottomless sinkhole is carved into the jagged cliffs of Cape Perpetua, and it swallows incoming waves in a continuous, mesmerizing cycle. Thors Well is as enchanting as it is mysterious, a natural spectacle that feels like it belongs in the realms of myth. At high tide, the ocean surges into Thors Well, filling it to the brim before the water is sucked back down with astonishing force. Waves crash and churn around the edges, sending sprays of salt water into the air, and for a few intense moments, it seems as though the sea itself is being pulled into the earth. When waves are especially strong, the well becomes a dynamic, roaring fountain, expelling water and mist in thunderous eruptions that capture the raw power of the ocean. As the tides shift, Thors Well continues its relentless cycle, an endless pull that feels almost hypnotic. The rhythmic surge and retreat of the water, combined with the roaring echoes of the waves, creates an atmosphere that is both thrilling and eerie. Standing near the well's edge, we feel the salt spray and the ocean's raw power up close, a constant reminder of nature's unstoppable force. Badlands National Park is a landscape that feels carved from another dimension, a dramatic tapestry of jagged peaks, sharp ridges, and sprawling canyons that stretch endlessly under the vast South Dakota sky. The terrain here is rugged and raw, with layers of striped sedimentary rock in shades of rust, ochre, and ash gray, sculpted by millions of years of erosion. It's a place where earth and sky meet in a surreal display of colors and textures that seem almost too wild to be real. Walking among these formations, we're surrounded by rock spires and hoodoos that rise like ancient monoliths, their edges worn but majestic. The formations take on a life of their own, with each twist and turn in the landscape revealing new shapes and layers, telling the story of ancient seas, volcanic activity, and shifting climates. Fossils from prehistoric creatures, including ancient camels and saber-toothed cats, have been unearthed here, hinting at the mysteries buried within these rock layers. Among these surreal formations, we encounter one of the park's most resilient inhabitants, the bighorn sheep. Perched effortlessly on narrow ledges, these creatures navigate the rugged terrain with an agility that seems almost supernatural. Their sturdy hooves, grip the steep cliffs, allowing them to scale seemingly impossible heights and move gracefully through a landscape that appears hostile. Watching these sheep thrive in such a stark environment adds to the Badlands' surreal quality, as if these animals, too, are part of some ancient mythical scene. In the high desert of California, cradled between ancient mountain ranges, lies Mono Lake, an intriguing landscape. This ancient lake, more than 1 million years old, is one of North America's oldest, and it's known for its strange, ghostly tufa towers, natural limestone spires that rise from the water's surface like sculptures from a forgotten world. The spires have an eerie beauty, their porous surfaces and pale color contrasting with the lake's still waters. As we walk among them, they take on different forms depending on the light and angle, creating a landscape that feels entirely unreal. Standing beside these silent giants, it's easy to feel as though we've crossed into a hidden realm, a place where time stands still. The tufa towers of Mono Lake are more than natural wonders. They're symbols of a surreal, untouched world, a scene that leaves us questioning the boundaries of reality. Our journey through America's surreal landscapes brings us to a hidden sanctuary of pure wonder, Antelope Canyon in Arizona. This mystical slot canyon, carved over millennia by wind and water, feels like stepping into a natural cathedral sculpted by the earth itself. Narrow sandstone walls swirl around us, painted in mesmerizing shades of red, orange, and purple, each curve revealing new textures and patterns that seem to defy logic. During certain hours, the canyon is graced by beams of sunlight that slice down through narrow openings above, illuminating the stone in soft golden light. These radiant shafts cast an almost magical glow, igniting the walls with fiery color and creating a shifting play of shadows that enhances every twist and ripple. In the quiet, we hear only the faint whispers of the wind as it moves through the canyon's corridors, adding to the canyon's sense of mystery and serenity. Antelope Canyon is more than a destination. It's a glimpse into the incredible beauty hidden within our world, a fitting finale that reminds us of nature's quiet power to astonish and inspire. As we leave this enchanted place, we take with us memories of surreal landscapes that feel beyond reality. Visions that will linger in our minds long after the journey ends. Each of these places has shown us a piece of Earth's magic, a reminder that sometimes reality itself can be the most awe-inspiring dream. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you want free travel guides delivered straight to your inbox, scan the QR code on screen now. Thanks for watching. See you next time for another world tour.